Hello people, and welcome back to SkyFactory 3. Well, things are a little bit changed. I rearranged my automation there. Just looking here behind me. This episode is going to be a little more relaxed, I guess. It's going to be a little more just clean up and looking at the stuff I did and see what I missed, and you guys can just join me for the ride, I guess. So here, I moved the stuff down and over so I can add another crafter here. So I can put this crafter right here is all stuff that this solder can make. And this one here is just for other stuff like buckets and etc. What I've started doing is taking my inventory of stuff and starting to put it into the system by taking out the drawers and chests I have laying around, like this one here full of sand. I'll take it and I'll pick it up and I'll place it, and it'll just start pulling it in here and compressing it. I use this one for the stuff I compress with, and the stuff that doesn't compress, like this stuff here, I'll just put here on this side and just load it through this. Whoops. That thing always takes it back out. And load it through this thing here. So I'll just run the stacks in, which should be pulling it in. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I see it going. It just doesn't show up in there. So that's I think it's my next step now is start just cleaning up this stuff to see and try to think about what I do next, because I kind of feel like I'm really coming to an end, because I know there's quite a bit more in the quest journal that, let's see how much was in there, that you could do, but none of it, wow, it doesn't want me to click on it. None of this stuff in here, you know, the whole farming of the seeds, I'm just not really interested in doing in the seed farming. I've done it a bunch of times with magical crops and many of the other mod expansions, and I just don't feel like targeting. And I've never been much of a person to going to the nether, fighting dragons, killing the wither. Maybe I'll do that. I don't really know. I just don't feel. I just don't really feel like it. And looking through here, it's like all the stuff I was really interested in doing, like the refined storage and the chickens, I felt that I've done quite a bit with that, and like I've covered it. Now I know this chicken mod and know all these other mods. I know how to really work them, so if I ever come across them again. And that's kind of what I was doing here in SkyFactory. And this, down here, most of these things are I've all cleaned them all up. I mean, I'm just gonna let those sit here idle. Like, I have no reason to pull this in unless I'm end up getting more gold. So if I don't do that, I'm not gonna worry about. I'll just let them sit here and just rest, and then if I keep playing the server, I'll hook them back up and pump them back into the system. Oops, I was gonna throw these away. Make some room in there for the other stuff. This is still compressing emeralds. That's one thing I have it still hooked up to, is doing the emeralds. But down here, what I started doing with refined storage is I'm going to start going across here, and if I have to, I'll start going down along this way as well. And I'm starting to put these alloy smelters, any machinery, I guess, that I can use to auto craft items. I'm just going to start stacking them down in this direction. And I made two of these. There's one up top and one here. And it's just so that I have plenty of room to put recipes in, because I'm guessing this will only work with the recipes that are in here. and to split them out. So that's my plan here. And I went along and I've changed all the cable. I bumped it up to the middle grade of the conduit, so now it's 5,120 RF a tick. And I just redid the whole thing. So now we're only running one type of cable, so don't have to mix and match anymore. We've got a little bit of experience. You know what we need? I was gonna do. This would be a good thing. Instead of having to run back to this thing every time, let's make a let's see here, what's it called? Let's refine this here, a wireless grid, so I can go places. I'm not too sure how far I can go away, but this would be a good thing to test it. See if I can reach it up by the mob farm. So let's make one of these, which we're going to need a grid. So let's make a grid. What are we missing in the grid? Oh. See, this is what I need to put in this auto crafter here. So let's do that real quick. Let's make this recipe. Put that in there, and the other one, this one, just to have it in there. There we go. So now that's in there. I don't know if it should where to go. Oh, that's right. We had to make the machine grid first. Oh, I guess it won't. I guess you have to tell it to craft what you want to craft. All right, well, it's working. I like to have it auto. If I demand it, it would just do it. But I guess that's a whole another thing, right? It's a whole nother level. Oops. All right. So now we have the crafting grid. We have two crafting grids for some reason. That's okay. All right. Let's put that in there. Now, supposedly, if you just right-click this on the controller, it will charge it, and that doesn't seem to be doing it for some reason. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to look at how you charge these. So I don't know. I thought it was you just hook it into the system here. Nope, that doesn't do it. What if I put it actually in the system? Let's see if I can find it. Nope. Well, maybe shift. Oh, I guess maybe I need a wireless transmitter. Huh. Let's see here. Can we make one? Nope, we need a machine casing. Now we can get one. Let's try this. And we'll just drop it right here in the back. Just for fun. All right, so it only goes 16 blocks. Oh, maybe that's not it at all. I don't. Oh well. Well, something else I have to look into. How to get that to charge and to work. Oh, I'll figure it out though. So let's I want to see if I can get more experience from the mob farm if I make one of these or a couple of these. So we need so we need swords. I have 4 of those up there, up at the thing. So if I want to reutilize those, we make 6 of these. Oh, this makes 4. Okay, so that should be enough. Let's make some swords here. If I can. Let's make some... I have sticks here. Let's get some iron. Oops. Here we go. So what we'll do is we need 3 swords. And then it was a block, if I remember right. Which I don't know if I do, so I'm just going to check. Yeah, a block of iron. What happened? Where's the swords? I need 3 of those, right? So weird. This happens to me a lot. I'm not paying attention. Oh, I guess maybe I didn't. I'm thinking shift click to pull them all out, but it only pulls out one at a time in this crafter. Okay, that's where I keep getting mistaken for things going apart. So I have 4 of those. And where's that grinder? There it is. So we need 3. 3 of these, 2 of those. Well, I guess we'd should do a whole nother set. Oh, I guess I don't need to do that. I guess I just need to put in there singly and then just click this 3 times. And pull this out. And put the block. Swords. All right. So we have that. We have enough for 2 of those. And we need to build 2 of these. So we need some torches. Let's go back to the torch. Need 8 of these. Oops, one too many. Oh well. That's all right. Use it some time down the road. All right. So 2 of those. 6 blocks of steel. I have cobble. No, I don't, because I need to make some switches. Let's make a... Where's the cobble? You're gonna need 2 of those, all right. I'll take this with me. All right. So what we're going to do is take these diamonds out here. These diamond blocks. And we're going to come over here and get these. Go to the crafting table. Make that. Should be able to make another one. All right. So now we have 2 of these. Will they stack? Yes, they will stack. And we'll put those here. Probably better to see, take these up so we can get out. And we'll put the wall back here in place. And then we'll put the grinding machines this way, hopefully. There we go. I'm hoping that'll work. And then we put the switches on them. Which it'll do from 1 block away, I think, correct? If I put a switch here. Yeah. So that'll do that. Let's put this back here. Oops. Just so it's... This will be a good thing to test. Close this up. Oh. We need to put the flooring back down, which probably got pulled into this. Yeah. Now close it back up and see if it's get the looks like it's dark enough. I don't see the red X. Let's see, I'll leave the bows there. I'll take that out. hopefully I'll be able to tell. I'm hoping this will do more XP grinding, but I'm not sure. But in theory, maybe it will. I don't know. Because the diamonds are supposedly just to drop loot. So I'm going to go down and see if that's it. See if we can get some to spawn. Go down here for a little bit. I'm also get some witch water going in here. I got some of this to do the witch water, and it's coming from the what is this thing? The resource miner. So this is giving me all those odd stuff that sponge and all these great things. Soul sand. Stuff you can't find out here as well or as easy. So it looks like I'll be pretty much ready to be able to make anything I need to make. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm completing my skyblock thing. I know my house isn't pretty. I don't have anything like that, but it's functioning. It's fully functional. I'm hitting all the resources I need. I got a lot of automation, automated farming, automated chicken resources. Now I have an automated refined storage where I can do auto crafting. It's all pretty close for me. I'm gonna do a little more research and see if there's something else where I want to go to. But it's looking like I'm getting to the end of this thing. I don't feel like a lot of drive. I don't know. Oh, 600. Okay, so yes, this thing is going to crank out. It was at 500, now it's at 600, so it did chew the mobs up. But it could have dropped other stuff in here. I don't know where everything was sitting. But that's it. But this looks like it's working. So these mob grinders, or what are they called? Make sure I get it right here. Yeah, mob masher. These mob mashers will give you experience out of the mobs as well as items, I presume. I don't know. Looks pretty good though. So that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thanks for playing and hanging out. I hope everything is going well for your guys' adventure into this. I imagine why you're watching this is because you're playing the same adventure as well. Leave a comment below if you feel the need to do so. I wouldn't mind. Actually, I'd enjoy reading, see what people have to say about what they're doing or what I'm doing and the things I could do better. Don't forget to subscribe to support this channel. It's free to do so. If you enjoyed this video, poke that like button as you would a friend. And on that note, thanks for watching, and until next time, good day.